Hey everybody, this is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. A couple weeks ago we started doing something new with our Monday Mystery Game and our streaming, which is a direct feed. We've had so many people ask, how are you doing this? And we want to share that and get it out there. First off, we have to give a huge shout out to All Anonymous for helping us choose our hardware and get up everything looking great. Huge shout outs to former Game of the Year Pete Hahn for taking it to the next level with our streaming stuff, and it has been so well received, and we are happy to get this information out there even more because we've been taking scores for years and years. To be able to give this kind of quality, a direct video feed and a direct audio feed just takes everything to the next level. And with our scoring presence on Arcade, we are it's something that we hope to set a new bar for things like that in recording and showing off high scores and world records. So basically what we did and what we had to do was to outfit every cabinet that we had, all 600 and currently 660 games that we have, with a way that they can stream out. So let's start over here with the main hardware, which we've got our regular laptop. We've got a Scart2Jamma converter, and Pete here will put links to everything on this feed so you can see how it's done. This normally what would happen is you'd put your JAMMA board in here and then connect the JAMMA harness in here, and we couldn't do this on every cabinet because we wanted to make it more streamlined. We wanted to have it to where any player could walk up to a cabinet and have our guys just plug in through the front of the cabinet, and then you'd be capturing direct feed. So what we did was on the Scart2Jamma, we tapped in to the wires, the video wires. So you have red, blue, the ground, and then the green and the sync. And we soldered direct to the board and covered it with hot melt glue so it wouldn't pull out. And we made this long video adapter. This is just a 9-pin Molex. It's set up for color-coded red, green, blue, ground, sync, and then the last 4 wires we used for stereo audio. So out of the JAMMA to SCART, we have a SCART cable that goes to the
OSSC,
the open source scan converter, which captures everything. Again, Pete will put the link on this online. Then it goes HDMI out to the Cam Link, and then from the Cam Link to the PC, or in this instance, a laptop. And that allows us to pretty much capture everything. Again, like this stuff, we'll have all the links on there, the wire and the Molex connectors. This one is pinned to be a male Molex connector, 9-pin. Again, you can get the Molex pins on HAP or pretty much any place that sells arcade stuff. So each cabinet we had to make, essentially this is the big thing that everybody's wondering about, aside from, again, the hardware, obviously. We've created an adapter which basically just goes right into the monitor. So we go to the cabinet. Let's see here.
Got it.
You have, and always be careful when you're doing stuff with your monitor, the neck board and the flyback and the anode. Try not to be careful around that stuff. So here you have your video connector, and you take that off, and that exposes the male pins on the monitor and the female harness. So we've taken a male point, I think it's 156, and you just connect that in there, so red to red, and you're basically just daisy chaining in the signal. And then you've got your video pins, red, green, blue. Unfortunately, I didn't have any blue or green wire. your ground, and your sync. And then that just goes right on the connector. And then for the audio, we've spliced in a 2-pin Molex connector. Made one side with male pins, so that connects like that, and then that connects like that, and then all of that goes out to, actually I think these are 0.093 pins, and that goes to the front of the cabinet, and then when we're ready to stream, you just open up the coin door, connect that to the main setup, and video and audio is direct capture. So again, it's a fairly easy setup. We're gonna put links to everything and all the specifics in this video. So
I'll show the rest if you want, like hooking it up and everything.
That'd be awesome. That'd
okay.
be awesome.
Here you go.
Cool.
All right. All right. So now we have our Molex. So we're gonna go over to here. Okay. Alright, so we got our Molex
pin. Again, it just clips into one another. Now the signal is direct feed from the actual board. And the nice thing I like about this, doing it this way, you don't have any board in between the original harness and the capture device. And that way, the board, there's no way that there can be anything else to that board. It is just its own. There's no power to it even, which is great. Originally we weren't sure if we were going to have to power that separately, but we do not have to do that. So it is direct feed. And then, as you can see, it does not interfere at all with the original video. Starts up.
Cool. And then I'll go over to the computer and show you how to bring it up. Alright, so my OSSC I've got turned on. I want to set it to the first input, which is RGBS or SCART. So we'll hit input 1. And then we're going to use line triple mode, which is the highest compatibility that we've found. Green light means you're good, you've synced up. So now this has got a signal and it's outputting it to the Cam Link. So now I'm in XSplit and I'm going to add the source. Where is it? Video Cam Link. Okay, so I just had to, I unplugged my Cam Link and replugged it back in, and then everything was fine. Sorry for the splice there, but I'm going to go over in XSplit now and just use Cam Link. So this is kind of typical. You'll see either it's flipped on its side or it's upside down, but then you just use your software options. In this case, it's just layout. So I'm going to flip it twice. And make it full screen. Let me hit start and then you can check it out. Alright, so that's it. There's the complete source. So when you're in there, you can also crop your picture to make it as nice as possible. XSplit has this auto crop feature, so I'm just going to hit that. And it crops it to where it detects there's no signal. And then I'm going to full screen it, and then you can center it with the guidelines. See that center line appears there. And now that's perfectly centered, and you're ready to capture. So you can just either stream it or local record it with outputs. But yeah, that's basically it. The audio, we'll show the device we're using to capture the audio, but I have that going to this mixer from the device that Doc mentioned earlier. That's really loud. Alright, so we have the audio coming from the Molex that Doc mentioned earlier, going to this line output converter, which makes the audio a safe level. And I have that running to a mixer so we can mix it with our microphone audio. But that's basically it. We will link all the parts in the description.
Cool. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Doc Mac and Pete Hahn from the Galloping Ghost Arcade, and we hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.